guys, what's going on? I'm back with another Dota 2 gameplay thing, but this is weird because it's a post-commentary. I played a game last night and it was a really good game and I just liked the way it went, so I decided to, go back over it, commentate it, and it's kind of good to watch your own Dota replays. That way you can basically learn from your mistakes. So I'm going to watch this. I was Lifestealer and I did pretty good. I got some good farm. We did end up winning, and team compositions were both pretty good overall. We all in our team, we worked together well enough that we could defend and we didn't get stomped like sometimes you do in Dota. But anyway, this is a game I did with Lifestealer. I did pretty good. They had Crystal Maiden, Ranger Alchemist, Skywrath Mage, and Axe, so realistically they had a lot of damage output, but I'm gonna go to player's perspective of me, and you can see that I just bought that kind of stuff just because you could see that the Armlet was my ultimate goal, because Armlet always is someone like Lifestealer or Skeleton King. And basically what the Armlet does is it gives you more strength, more attack speed, and more health, obviously because more strength. And it's good for battles because it gives you more survivability and it lets you basically just jump in and feel like that you're not as vulnerable as you could be. So, just a second, let me see if I can hide this. Alright, there we go. Now, I went down to bottom with Nature's Prophet, and I ended up going into the jungle after a while, like you do with Lifestealer, and since Nature's Prophet is he's considered a carry, but he's not necessarily the strongest. He had a little bit of trouble with, being alone at the lane, but that's fine. He did fine. He got higher levels, and jungling is hard in the beginning for anyone almost. And so what I did was I just stayed in the lane until I got a few levels up, and I could know that I'd be able to jungle and keep close to the same experience amount as I could before. Like, as if I was staying in the lane. Being able to keep that XP ratio of, like, keeping that evenness of XP, like, is so essential when you go into the jungle, because if you don't, you'll get behind, and when you're behind, you try to go into team battles and you end up dying, and that puts you back even more. It's kind of a snowball effect, and that's really bad because obviously then you're behind the entire time and you don't want that. Now, I don't know what I was doing right there. I was just kind of sitting. You can see that I'm going for some last hits, and sorry, my phone is ringing. I don't even know why we still have this phone. Skywrath Mage, he did try to harass with some of his spells, but obviously sometimes I was able to stop it with my rage. Axe with Battle Hunger is pretty annoying. You could see that I start to use my tangos. Just because, especially with Skywrath Mage here, because he's a major nuker, you don't want to stay too low on health, because then if they get a slow off on you, or Axe gets Battle Hunger off and you're too low, you will end up dying, and then once you lose that XP, it's really just a matter of time before you're behind in levels. And that's something you don't want to do. Now, as Lifestealer, this is actually one of my best games. I don't play him much, but I decided to yesterday, and I don't know, I had a pretty good time. I always enjoy playing different characters in Dota, and that's why I find Dota so fun. It's because you can play so many different characters, and it's always different. The way that the lane was going was Axe was harassing a lot with his Battle Hunger, which it was kind of an issue because sometimes we were trying to get these last hits to make it wear off, but competing with last hits sometimes makes it so like, oh wait, I didn't get the Battle Hunger off me, I'm still taking damage, but it's fine. I used all my tangos at that point, I used rage right there to block all that damage because I really just didn't want to take the damage. I really would just rather use my mana. I really didn't want to have to use that heal salve yet because at 2:30 in the game you don't want to have to. You shouldn't even have to use your tangos by now, but really because they were harassing so much we had to. Sorry about that. Alright, so basically what we're doing is we're just doing basic farming, stuff that you normally do. It was not too bad for harassment though, honestly, because we had one ranged and one melee on both sides. It's a lot worse if you have like 2 melee versus 2 melee, because then you're right there, right face to face with the creeps, 4 people, and that is a major issue. The way the farm was going in the beginning was decent. I mean, obviously the people at mid, like Shadow Fiend, had more, but let's see what my GPM is right now. Where's my GPM? I'm getting lost. Oh, there it is. Actually, I do have the highest GPM, which is surprising considering the harassment I'm getting. You'd think that, once again I popped the rage to avoid the damage, you'd think that I would be a little bit lower considering Shadow Fiend is at mid, but oh, see, you just passed me up there because I haven't been getting much farm. I had to back up, but it's fine. I'm surprised that I was all the way up there. For XP a minute, obviously Shadow Fiend's gonna be up there, Alchemist is gonna be up there. I'm not too far up there, but my time's coming because I'm headed to the jungle soon. And that's going to get me a lot of levels. Not in the beginning because obviously I'm going to need to wait until I have like enough, like the Armlet. I need the Armlet really in order to become a really good jungler. I am mumbling a little bit, sorry, I can't think today. I get the Helm of Iron Will just for the armor and the health regen, and this is when I start to go into the jungle. It's really slow starting off, honestly, but my XP per minute stays, it stays about the same, honestly, because obviously it's going down right now because I haven't killed anything yet, but see, when I kill this, I jump back up. But see, I'm still going down because I don't have that jungle ability that I would if I had my Armlet already. Because the Armlet would just make this so much faster. You can see me just slowly whittling down the Centaur here, and it'd be a lot better if I had the Armlet, because then I would be able to do more damage and attack faster. It just basically do better overall. Ugh, sorry about that. Honestly, I'm comparing my levels to other people's levels. Honestly, like, I'm talking to people in the game and I'm asking and I'm looking at their levels. Oh, what level are you? What level are you? While I'm in the jungle, because I want to make sure that if I'm getting behind by too much, I run back to the lane and I get the farm and the XP I need so I don't get behind. Now, I'm a little bit behind right now, not too far behind, maybe a level or two. But you can see someone's XP per minute, like Shadow Fiend. He's at middle, and he's getting a ton of farm because Shadow Fiend is really good at that with his necromancy and the damage he does. He's up against Alchemist, who isn't much of an issue for him. And here I go to fight some mud golems. Not much of an issue though, because I still get the lifesteal. There is that regen rune there. Obviously I can't see it though because we don't have any wards, which sucks, but it's fine. I'll endure. And you can see that I'm starting to get back up there in XP per minute, because the more I level up, the more I get my feast up. And the reason I get that up so much is because I want to be able to keep full health. I mean, look at my health. Every time I hit, I just go pretty much back up to full. And I keep full, and you can see I go look for the rune. You can see that I pointed out to people. I thought about taking it just so the other team wouldn't, but then I'm like, wait, no, just point it out for someone. I used rage. Ugh. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. I used Rage because I just wanted the extra attack speed. The goblins I'm fighting only have, or the main goblin only has 2 spells, summoning those skeletons and putting you in a net. The net doesn't last long, but he never uses it unless you're controlling him with like something like the Helmet Dominator. And so you can see that I'm really starting to get a little bit of better speed when farming. You can see that Nature's Prophet is having a little bit of issues because, you know, 2 people being able to harass 1 is kind of a shutdown, but since he's ranged, it's really alright. I'm getting gloves of haste delivered, and so that'll help me a little bit. You can see that my attack speed has increased. It hasn't increased by much, but it's a little bit. This is 8 minutes in. For what I have, isn't the best. It's kind of good. If I go back to that gold per minute, now that I'm in the jungle, I'm getting every last hit. I should be able to, yeah. See, I'm at the top because I'm in the jungle and I'm getting all last hits. You saw that Magnus just jumped up a little bit because he just got that kill, but Alchemist then killed Magnus, and it was kind of funny how that happened because Magnus charged at Alchemist, but Alchemist had poison behind him. Like, he wasn't even standing it when he attacked Alchemist. There was poison behind him, and he walked right through it after the battle, and he ended up dying. It was kind of funny. It was the first kill for both teams, obviously because you heard First Blood. I am now getting the Blades of Attack delivered, and the only thing left is the recipe, I believe, for my armlet. I haven't made an armlet very much, honestly. I am kind of an armlet noob, just because I don't use it much. But I do really good with it in this game. I put it to the best use. And they have changed the armlet. Like, everyone probably knows this because it's not a very new update anymore, but they made it so the armlet has a cooldown of turning on and off, because what people would do is they would turn it on for the health, take the damage, turn it off, and turn it back on immediately. That way they would just get the health back, because you can't die from the armlet's health takeaway when you turn it off. Which is why it's good for running, because if you escape with like 1 health with the armlet on, if you turn it off, you're not going to die. You're going to stick with that 1 health. I don't know what I was doing there. I just kind of misclicked it and walked around it. But you can see that I am really up there in the gold per minute. It's me and Shadow Fiend. Axe is surprisingly far up there, considering he is sharing a lane with Skywrath Mage. Our team it's kind of mixed for gold per minute. We do have that 1 gap with Alchemist, Skywrath Mage, and Crystal Maiden in it, but the fact that we have 2 people at the top and Magnus not far behind is really good. It shows that our team has good farm potential. You can see that I got more life leech there because it's really good for killing people, considering it gives you basically double lifesteal. You get the lifesteal from your feasting, you get the lifesteal from open wounds. So, did I call it open wounds before? I don't know what I called it. I don't know. But you can see the ogres are one of the stronger camps, and I'm able to take them down now and keep full health. I'm looking at those power treads because those are always just helpful. They give you the attack speed. I am getting the last piece of my armlet delivered right now, and you will see that my farming ability picks up a lot. If I go back to the XP per minute, I'm still not at the top, but you know, solo mid is a lot of experience, although he's not very solo anymore. You can see that I just got my armlet. I activate it and deactivate it all the time, just for farming. We're going to stay on the XP per minute and see what happens now that I have my armlet. I should be able to move up. I put those power treads in my quick buy, even though they're pretty simple to buy. You can see Shadow Fiend got that Shadow Blade, which is pretty good. You can sneak into the middle of them and use your Requiem of Souls, which is basically from Necromancy, all the souls that you build up, depending on how many you have, maximum of 36, you do damage, and it does a ton of damage. especially if you're in the middle of a group. You can see that Alchemist has taken first place, but you can also see that our entire team is above everyone except for Alchemist. The closest one to not being above them is Magnus, and he's fallen pretty quick, and Axe is still going up, but my guess is that he'll maintain that for a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing just standing there. I think I'm just getting a little bit of regen from the Armlet. You can see that my health got a little bit low. I think I keep the Armlet off for this one just to regen my health. And then I remembered, oh wait, there's a regen rune there. So I turn it back on, and I leave it on. That way I can just go get the regen rune and have use for it. I'm surprised that nobody's grabbed it. No one was controlling the lane using runes. You can see that Armlet really drained my health a lot, and it was useful to have that regen rune there. It was total luck that no one grabbed it, and it was really helpful, but it was just one of those things that I was really glad happened. Like, there were a lot of things that were just kind of luck that happened in this game. There weren't too many. A lot of it was just good play on my team and all that. You can see the Axe just passed up Magnus in the XP per minute. I'm almost done with those power treads. I am losing a little bit of health from the Armlet, just because it's the Armlet. You lose like 40 health per second, and Crystal Maiden just died by Shadow Fiend. Our bottom tower just got denied by Nature's Prophet, and around this time is when I decide that I need to go help. It's when they get to the second tier bottom tower and start to attack it that I'm like, alright, that's it, I'm coming over there. And really, my farm continues until then. I just keep on using the Armlet the way it's meant to be used, and I'm waiting for those power treads. All I need is the recipe now, and I'm just waiting for them. Those will give me more damage and health. Power treads are really helpful for strength characters. There is also a haste rune in the river, and you'll see me use that soon. I pop the open wound on the centaur just because I get the double regen. If you look above my health, you can see the 2 numbers popping up instead of the 1 when the open wounds is open. See, I just finished power treads, so I get those delivered as fast as I can. I see that they're attacking our bottom tower now, so what I do is I run in, I grab the haste rune, and I just gallop my way down there. Like, look at Lifestealer looks so weird with the haste rune. So what I do is I literally just sprint down there and I go in. I go for the kill. I put open wounds on him, I hit him one more time and he dies. I go for Axe. I put on some magic immunity with rage and I kill him too. I ran in with the haste rune and I really surprised them. I had the extra damage and health from the Armlet and my power treads, and that really got me a lot of XP and money. You can see that my XP per minute has gone all the way up to the top, way above Alchemist and anyone else. If I go back to the gold per minute, oh, whoops. If I go up back to the gold per minute, I should, yeah, I'm way up there. I'm all the way up there. You can see that their team is slowly falling back down because in late game, or this isn't even close to late game, like closer to the mid game, that little gold that you get from all the creeps is helpful, but it's not enough to keep up. You need those kills in order to get your items. We're going to go back to the XP per minute just so I can monitor it. I have a lot of money stored up, and the next thing I'm going for is, I believe, a Hyperstone is what I bought next. 16 minutes in, Armlet and only power treads, not the best, but not the worst. Once again, there's another rune in the river, invisibility. I don't know how I'm getting so lucky with all these runes. If I just keep on farming, honestly. You can see that Axe and Skywrath Mage are headed back down here. They're headed back down to the lane. They're just going to stick there for a while, honestly. I see the Invis rune, and I'm like, ooh, helpful. Invisibility. I see that there's a fight going on at mid, and then I realize that, oh, Shadow Fiend's got this. So then I turn back around, and I decide to go down to bottom and try to help. What I do is, Shadow Fiend's coming down here too. I coordinate with him, with Shadow Fiend and Nature's Prophet, and we kind of knew that all 3 of us could easily take Skywrath Mage and Axe, considering I took them alone last time. I've got the Invis rune, no chance of them popping dust or having a gem because they have no need for it. He activated a Shadow Blade, and we were basically like, alright, when we do this now, okay, I activate the Armlet, put open wounds on him, and he uses his Requiem of Souls, which does a lot of damage, and he ends up killing Skywrath Mage, which is fine, because I got the kill on Axe. I just want one of them. That way I could keep my XP and gold up, although I would have shared the XP anyway. You can see that me and him are basically tied for XP now. He's farming creeps now, and I'm farming jungle creeps, which jungle creeps are a lot better for XP because you can get every single last hit, which doesn't matter really for XP, but for gold. And it's really helpful just because you have the entire jungle just to like do whatever you want and farm however you want. You can do any style, buy whatever you want. We decided to fortify because Alchemist is really doing some damage to our mid tower. Yeah, there's a lot of creeps there. I knew there was no hope, but I decided that I would go take on Alchemist. I knew he was going to pop his ult probably if I run up to him, but that didn't worry me much, honestly, because with the Armlet and the open wounds, he's pretty much gone. He's dead. I activate open wounds on him, turn on the Armlet, and he's got quite a bit of regen. He stuns me, but honestly, the regen isn't enough because my teammates do end up coming in here and helping me. I think I could have done it alone, because you can see my health is low when I turn off the Armlet. I turned it back on just to see what my health ended up being when I had it on. I go back for health. The kill on Alchemist helped my gold. My GPM has to be like the highest in the game right now. It's GPM. Yeah, it's even above Shadow Fiend, and I'm guessing it's gonna stay that way because I get some pretty good farm in the jungle. This game really continues to escalate fast. Like, you can see that at bottom they learned, oh wait, 2 of us isn't enough, alright, we're just gonna bring a friend. So they bring Drew Ranger with them, and it doesn't save them much. You can see that I had the courier buy me a Hyperstone, which took longer than I had hoped. I was kind of fiddling around. I point out that we need help at bottom because there's 3 of them and 2 of us. Shadow Fiend's in the jungle, and so I'm hoping he'll come down and help us. Like, oh, he's coming to help, yay! And then he stops. And so I start to point it out again, and he's like, oh, okay, they need my help. I'm pretty sure he activates his Shadow Blade again, comes in. They do end up destroying the tower, but it's fine. There does turn out to be 4 of them, which is even more worrying. Shadow Fiend ends up dying immediately because he was already low on health. He tried to jungle, which isn't very good for Shadow Fiend early on, unless you have some lifesteal. You can see that I'm being silenced and attacked and battle hungered. They're really they're attacking me a lot because obviously I have the most gold, I have the most XP, I'm the highest level, I'm the most powerful, I'm the biggest threat to them. So they attack me. I just run into base, get some health while Battle Hunger tries to whittle me down. It doesn't do much. You can see that Spectre is kind of in trouble. Spectre manages to get away alive, which is good. You can see, I saw that they were all starting to get a little bit low. Even though there were 4 of them there, I didn't realize Magnus was going to come in and help. I did decide to come back and help them, or help my team. So you can see me there, putting open wounds on a Skywrath Mage and just killing him. You can see that I'm still doing some chasing. Spectre ends up slicing Crystal Maiden and killing her. I put open wounds on Axe again, and I'm trying to get around Spectre. It's not working too well, though. I get around, and I do end up getting a kill, which is helpful for my gold. You can see that my gold has skyrocketed up. After this, I start to work on Mjolnir, which is a pretty helpful thing when playing Lifestealer, because the more attack speed you have, the more lifesteal you're getting per second. And Skywrath Mage about 4 staff. I never saw him use that throughout the entire game. You can see that I just went back for some health because I could afford to. I had the gold, I had the XP. What I need to look at how far levels. Where is levels? Game stats? No. That just hides it. You can see that everyone's died except for me. I do have the most kills, and some of them don't even have any assists even. I have 1, but my last hits are higher than everyone's because I've been jungling. Oh, hero level, that's what I was looking for. See, every one of us is either higher or equal to one of them. You can see that me and Shadow Fiend are higher than most. I I could tell from the way the levels were going and the way my farm was going, this was going to be a good game as Lifestealer. I could tell that this was really going to work out later because of the Armlet and everything I had before. And so what I was able to do was I was able to just sit in the jungle and really just farm. There are these mud golems that everyone hates. There's no Ruin the River this time, which is kind of strange because it's been the river the entire time at bottom. It's not strange, it's just kind of funny. I'm getting that money that I need. I could be buying parts for the Maelstrom or Maelstorm, however you want to pronounce it. That's because that's part of Mjolnir, but you can see that really I'm just saving up for it because I don't plan on going into a team fight soon, and I really don't need the extra damage and attack speed to be an effective farmer. Because you can look at me right now and I'm just owning all these creeps, but I don't get it just because, or I don't get the parts for it just because I decided that I didn't want the courier going back and forth. I just wanted to have it delivered in one fell swoop, so what I did was I just finished off this camp and this gave me enough. So you can see that I went and I bought it just a second after this. I don't even know if I noticed that I had 2,700 because that's how much it costs, but yeah, I don't think I noticed it. I think I was just kind of farming. And I'm like, oh wait, I have enough. I did put that into my quick buy, but it didn't really work. I don't know what I was thinking or doing when I was just hovering over the courier thing. I needed to get delivered as fast as possible because other people need to use the courier. I went behind Magnus just in case someone was chasing him. I was gonna go look. I did see that they were pushing up middle, and so I decided to go there. The courier did get me my Maelstrom, or Maelstorm, however you want to pronounce it. We're still winning in levels. There were 3 of them. I didn't have much backup yet. There were people behind the tower, but I pointed there just so that they would know that I'm going in soon. I did go around and regroup with them. He trapped Alchemist in the trees, which was not helpful for me because I can't attack through the trees. Nature's Prophet gets stunned. Crystal Maiden ends up getting killed by Shadow Fiend. I put open wounds on him, activate my Armlet, and it's pretty much a done deal from there. Although the tower did kill him, so I didn't get the kill, I just got the assist. Which is fine. I'm fine with the assist. You can see that a lot of them don't have the best health. I do currently have a lot of health compared to them, and I was a little bit mad that he trapped him in the trees during open wounds because he's so slow that with my Armlet I can easily take them down. And I was like, really? Come on. I don't... Oh, I did end up getting that kill. I didn't think I would. I thought Nature's Prophet was going to get it, but I get the recipe for Mjolnir, and I get that delivered as soon as possible. Let's see what my gold per minute is. Yeah, see, all of us are now higher than their entire team, which is good. The thing I went for after this was Satanic. Satanic is a really helpful thing because it basically gives you 175% lifesteal, so you're getting more health back than the damage you're actually taking. I decided to TP over... Did I decide to TP? Yeah, I did decide to TP over just because there were other people there again. So I decided to go in. Once again, the trees got in the way. It's alright. He ended up getting the kills because Requiem of Souls did enough damage. I did get the Morbid Mask for part of Satanic, which is actually part of Hell the Dominator. We haven't done Roshan yet. I don't even remember if we do Roshan. I think we do him at one point, which I think is soon, actually. You can see that I'm getting that Morbid Mask delivered, but actually someone steals the courier from me at the last second. I'm like, what? What happened? I didn't get my Morbid Mask, so I hit deliver again. And it's because someone was trying to use it in the middle of me using it, and so I was a little bit mad about that, but it's fine because I ended up getting my Morbid Mask, and now someone is using it for, I think to go to the secret shop and buy them something. Which is fine. I just didn't want them to use it while I was, because it's like, I need my items, because you can see that my gold per minute is still up there, above Shadow Fiends, and above everyone else on the other team, obviously. Spectre did get that illusion rune, which I don't think she puts much use into it. I can see them pushing down middle, so I go to help. I'm kind of just hanging out in the jungle and waiting for them to push down. I'm not doing much pushing, because the more farm I get, the more effective I am. And if I'm doing pushing, I might not get as much farm as if I'm sitting in the jungle. I just sat there in the fog of war waiting, and then I decided to actually go in on Alchemist and kill him. Or actually, Magnus got the kill. But he kills Crystal Maiden. That cleans up the lane, and Skywrath Mage coming down middle is no problem. He doesn't stand a chance. You can see that I just walk up, try to get the last hit, but Nature's Prophet gets it. We were all kind of... we were figuring out that we were going to win this, probably considering it was 26-7. We were going to go do Roshan, which was not really an issue, honestly. I activated my Armlet. My Mjolnir shocked him, which ruined his Lincoln's effect, so I put open wounds on, that way I could have double lifesteal. And then what happened after that was I tanked some of the damage for a little bit, and then Magnus, I had him take some of the damage while I regen my health from using open wounds. You can see that I put it on Roshan, and then you can see my health just jump up, jump up, jump up, even though I'm losing 40 a second for having the Armlet on. So then what I did was, I was hoping to take the damage afterwards, but then obviously I took the Aegis. I am the most powerful on my team, I need the Aegis. That gave us a little bit of gold, it gave everyone a little bit of gold, so that was helpful. Magnus, I told him to go get the regen rune. He stopped, he was following me, kept on going. Then I typed it out, I'm like, go get the regen rune. I pointed to it again, he didn't want to go get it. I thought he was going to go get it. I'm like, yeah, and then he just kept on crossing the river. So Nature's Prophet just grabbed it instead because he wouldn't. So I don't know what was up with that. I could see the axe was at top. I didn't decide to go there just because there was two of them here, and I decided to take down these two. Magnus was going to help me, and which was helpful. You can see that my attack speed now is extremely high. I put open wounds on Crystal Maiden. She doesn't even get the chance to run really. And then you can see open wounds is cooling down. I'm waiting. I don't know why I turned around for a second. I put open wounds on him. Alchemist is right there. I wasn't too worried about it. Then I attacked Alchemist. I put some rage on, that way he couldn't do anything else to me magical, and then I killed him too. So that gave me a triple kill. At this point I knew that I was pretty good on farm and gold. I continue to build the Satanic even though it's not really necessary. What's my attack speed right now? It is almost 2 times a second, and so that is really good. I continue to get that down, just for the fun of it, because at this point I knew that I wouldn't need any more items. A lot of this is, like, see, now we finally start to do some pushing. We didn't really push multiple lanes just because we knew that we would win all team fights due to the amount of power we had with Shadow Fiend and myself. We sat there, and Skywrath Mage using his useless ult. It did some damage to Magnus, but whatever. I asked for a mana potion and I got it because I need that for open wounds and stuff. I did run in, and I decided not to because they were too close to the towers, and I didn't want to be greedy. I just wanted to go take down these barracks. I tanked the hits from that. It didn't do much. I'm very tanky. I put open wounds on Draw Ranger, I think it was. Oh yeah, I die because I have the Aegis. I decided to use it, like do a kamikaze, just because I hate not using the Aegis or wasting it, as in like going in or not having it while I need it. Like after that 6-minute mark, if you don't look at your inventory and you're not careful, you can run in, try to do a kamikaze, and end up actually dying because the Aegis will get reclaimed. You can see that I put open wounds and it was no contest. I saw Crystal Maiden was right there and she didn't decide to run, which is a big mistake. I backed up, used my Armlet. That was kind of a close call. I did get kind of low. I think I did decide to run all the way back to base. But it was fine. I am not on top for gold per minute anymore, but if I go back to XP per minute, I think I won't be on the top either because I'm not actually... I was hoping for a regen rune. I actually still am on the top for XP, which is surprising. And I decided that, no, I don't want the Illusionary to be useless because I'm low and I don't have anything to fight with it. I'm running past these creeps. I'm just really going back to get into the game as fast as I can. I was thinking about buying Boots of Travel just to TP in there. I think I decided to not buy them though, just because I saw that they were pushing back and I would have time to get there before the game ended. You can see that I got that helmet armor, which is part of Satanic. I have $3,000 extra. I think the next thing I was going to buy is Reaver, and so you can see that Shadow Fiend is looking for Roshan. I don't think he realized that we already killed Roshan. Yeah, see, he's looking for him even though he's not there. I see Alchemist at top, and I see Spectre, and I think Spectre's in trouble, but then I realize, oh no, Spectre's got this. Kills Alchemist, and that's the end of that. The next thing I notice is that 4 of them are at mid. Now, this is an issue because, well, Shadow Fiend dies. But he does end up taking Crystal Maiden with him. I have Nature's Prophet with me, and I figure 2 on 3, I have the farm I need, I think we can do this. So I put Battle Hunger on Axe, activate my Armlet, and I kill Axe. Kinda saw that coming. And then I go after Skyward Mage. I wait for Open Wounds to come back for the slow, and it pretty much just goes the way that you'd expect it. I put Open Wounds on him, activate the Armlet, and he's dead. I don't play Life. Magnus just bought a Divine Rapier. I did not know that. I had no idea of that. I don't play Lifestealer much. I've only played him a few times actually in an online match. I've done some with bots, and I don't like playing with bots anymore just because it's very obvious that they're bots. I'd rather play with people. I was trying to hide in the Fog of War, but this creep right here was annoying me, so I just took him over with Helm of the Dominator. I got inside of the creep and decided to try this, but it didn't work out because I was trying to select both of me and the creep and it didn't work. I needed to select them beforehand, so I just jumped out and killed Crystal Maiden. See, that was easy. It turns out Shadow Fiend also bought a Satanic, so that was cool. We bought the same item, I guess, or brothers, I don't know. I don't know what you want to say. I was finishing my Satanic right now. I'm still on top for XP per minute by actually quite a bit. Axe is actually slowly whittling his way up and then back down. I was laughing kind of hard because Axe was like, "No, run around the towers, run, run! I'm gonna escape." And then I decided that it was time to end it, put him out of their misery. So I started to actually push and push hard. With my attack speed and my damage and my tankiness, I was able to take down a lot of the towers. I was getting my Satanic right now. I think what I ended up doing was I found a target like Crystal Maiden, I think it was, that I used my Satanic on to regen my health. I think I activated Satanic when I was near her. Yeah, you can see that I activated it and I healed some health. Not much because the game's about to end. I decided to finish it. I could finish it off before they could even get close to killing me. And that's how it ended. It was really a good game. I went 15-0 in 6 as Lifestealer with 140 last hits. That's a ton of last hits. You can see, yeah, you can see that I had the highest XP per minute and the highest gold per minute overall. Well, actually, Shadow Fiend had like 2 higher gold per minute. That was fine. I think we were competing for carry, but I obviously won. I was the highest level, had the most kills, and it really just went well. It was a pretty good match. I'm hoping to have more as I see like this, and that's pretty much it. See you next time.